Hey everybody, this is Kody Bateman coming to you from Salt Lake City, Utah. Welcome to this week's version of Relationship Marketing Weekly. Got a very exciting show for you today, like we always do, and I really want to jump right into this. A very special guest coming to us today from the private school industry. She works for the Montessori schools system, and she's in admissions there. Her name is Darla Fonte, coming to us from Sugar Land, Texas. Welcome to our show today, Darla.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Well, we're so excited. You have some really cool stories, and I'm really excited to jump right in. So, what we like to do up front is just help have people understand kind of what your role is at the Montessori school, exactly what your responsibilities are, and then that'll give them a little bit of perspective on how you use our systems to better that business. So can you just tell us a little bit about what you do there?
Sure. And my role at the school is I'm the admissions director. So when families come into our school, they get to meet me first and give them a tour of our campus. And then I get to start at that point building relationships with our families, our future families. So that's my role. That's my role at the school. I get the first touch with the families to be able to welcome them to our family, our school family.
Now, one of the things I noticed, you call yourself the app addict. The app addict. Can you tell us what that means? What does it mean to be the app addict?
Well, sometimes you're just, walking from place to place on campus, and immediately when I leave a family and I capture their information, I put it in my phone as my contacts. I immediately send a card from my phone with the app. So I love that because before I even get back to my desk, I've already sent the card thanking them for spending time with us and look forward to them being a part of our school family. So that's why I love the app.
Now you've mentioned too that it's pretty much a habit for you. So anytime you meet a new person anywhere, it's just such a habit that you automatically send them a nice to meet you type of card. Is that right?
Yes, I do. I
So
do.
tell me, you've been doing that, just that alone. You do a lot of other things too, and we'll get to that. But just that alone, you have this app. The app allows you to send a real tangible greeting card in the mail. You can attach a gift if you want, and you've gotten into the habit of pretty much everybody you meet. You might take a picture of them and you send a nice to meet you or whatever card to them. I want to ask you, since doing that, you've been doing that for about 2 years.
Right, correct.
What difference has it made in your life personally just by doing that?
Oh, personally, well, it's just helped me to continue the gift that I've been given, and that's connecting people and building relationships. That's one of the things that I love to do. So in using send out cards, it's been phenomenal personally and in my business life. It's an immediate, you'll think of somebody and you can immediately do it, at lunch. When you're finished having lunch with someone, you can immediately tell them thank you. You can immediately make a difference in their life. And that one little card, they'll send me a text, thank you, I love the card. I mean, just little things that mean so much to people that our busy world today, we kind of forget to do things.
Well, and you're a master connector. Like you're a great connector of people, and now you have a system that really helps you to do that. What you send out in life comes back to you. So I'm sure that in sending kindness out the way you do, that you receive a lot of that back in your life. You're just that type of person, and appreciate your example on that. Now, there's a story here. You talk about a single mother that came in and she had terminal cancer. There's
Yes.
a story there. Could you share that with us?
Yes. So there was a mother that came into our school, and actually it was a previous school that I was at before I was at the Montessori school, still independent private school, and she wanted her child to be at the school. So I immediately made that contact with her, sent her a card, let her know that she's in our thoughts and prayers, and kept up with her as her son went through the whole admissions process. And then in doing that, she also brought two other students into the school because she she wanted other children to be part of an environment that we created there. And she says it started because of the constant thoughtfulness that my department continued to make to her family. And it made a huge difference to her.
You know, it's interesting. What I'm so impressed about you with, we had a little discussion prior to the show starting, and I was asking you, what's return on investment of this? What kind of referrals come in and things like that. What I noticed from you is that's really not your focus. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. But I just noticed that's really not your focus. Your focus is making connections with people. I mean, just every way that you've answered all the questions today, even before the show, is that really your I would say even more than your primary concern, really your only concern is to make genuine connection with people. Is that a fair assessment of you?
Yes, it is. My life motto is Maya Angelou's saying that people forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but they will never forget the way you made them feel. And that can be a good thing or a bad thing. And when someone walks away from meeting me in whatever sector that is in life, I want them to know that they are a very special person. And I feel like Send Out Cards has helped me to continue to do that with people. Little things that make them feel like they really meant something and made my day and they're special.
Well, that's incredible. It's interesting. We have a phrase around here at Send Out Cards where we say we leverage what the marketplace wants from us, but inspire them on what they need from us. And what the marketplace wants from us, and like as we get people to come visit this show today, what they want from us is to hear a story from you, how you implemented a program and you got an X amount of return on your business. People are appealed to that. They want to know, well, if I do this, if I send these cards out, what's it going to do for my business? And that's what they want from us, is a system that generates referral business for you. You generate an immense amount of referral business off of what you do, but it's not your concern at all. So we market the show that way to get people to be on the show. But then when they get there, now our job, which you're doing, is to inspire them on what they need from us.
Right.
What they need from us is what you just said. What you just said is people will forget what you said, never forget how they made how you made them feel, and you do that every day of your life, and it just resonates from you, Darla. I mean, it's a wonderful thing, and so that's what we're doing. We're just trying to teach the world how to be nicer to each other, and as a result, again, what you send out is what comes back to you, and so very, very powerful. Now, you do a lot of really cool things. You use these we call card triggers. You have school events, student achievements, birthdays. You send a lot of birthday cards. Give us some examples of some of these different things you do with your students and their parents.
With students, when a student has accomplished something, no matter what the age, it's a big achievement for them. And when they accomplish something, I go get a picture of them, and then I create a card to send to their parent. Congratulations, your child, won state golf tournament. Or I take a picture of the team and send it to the families, just congratulating them and letting them know how proud we are of their student, and to just let them see that we as a school took this time to go and congratulate them and to let them know how special that they are and what they've done to our school, what they bring to our school, and the talent that they have. So I've used it with achievements such as that. One of the other things that I like to do is, if I can capture the parents' birthdays, I love to send the parents a birthday card. And if I know what the parent likes, what their sport is, what their pastime is, I will send a little gift attached to it that was the theme of, and just to say thank you for investing in your child's future. Because going to a private sector, parents are usually sacrificing something to put them there. And the more that I make that show my appreciation and using Send Out Cards, then they will that helps me to retain families in my school. And they don't want to leave because you've made them feel like they really matter and that they are contributing to your school.
So back to Maya Angelou's quote, it's not what you say or do, it's how you make people feel, which obviously you've seen the results of that.
Yes.
What you do there at the school. Really, really powerful, powerful stuff. One thing too, how old are the children? What's the age group of the children that are there?
At my current school, we go from 3 months to 6 years. So I get to do lots of things when they first start walking, or they're kind of doing something, a little accomplishment. So the little guys, it's really fun because they don't even know why you're taking the pictures, but it's huge to the parents because you've captured something that they weren't there for. They were at work.
Well, I'll tell you too, it's huge for the kids to receive all of a sudden. Anytime a child receives something in the mail, and you can say to your daughter, let's say your daughter's name is Sonia. Hey, Sonia, you got a card in the mail. You got a card. I mean, how excited that little girl is. And then it's a nice, heartfelt card from you or somebody on your staff. It's incredible. And those kids, I'm telling you, those kids will remember. Mm-hmm. They'll remember that impression for the rest of their life. I remember when I was a child receiving little handwritten notes from adults, not my parents, but adults. Maybe they were a primary teacher or, a teacher at school, whatever, saying, hey, Kody, great job. I at 5, 6 years old, I still remember that and what an effect it had on me. So I'll tell you, it's great what you're doing for the adults, but those cards that go to those kids, that's a lifetime shift for those kids. It's just.
Well, may I share one more story that this is probably one of my favorite stories. Is I had a mom that was coming to our school, and unfortunate situation happened that dad passed away before they moved, and she had 2 little girls that were going to be in our school in 2 different grades, but they weren't getting to come when school started right away. They had to wait a few months before they were moved over with mom. So I went into their classrooms and I took pictures of their classmates because I knew which classes they were going to be in. I took pictures of their classmates and I mailed each girl a card with the brownies, knowing every kid loves brownies. And I just told them that inside I just put, we're excited to meet you. And I put every classmate, little kid's name on the card, their first name only on the card so that they would know, oh, here's my classmate. And so the mother told me the girls loved the cards. They carried it around. They were excited because it helped to break the tension of who's going to be in my class. I don't know anyone in my class. And so it helped them to say, oh, wait, I remember that face on my card. And she said they would literally talk about their card every day because they were so excited to be coming. And they got to see their classmates before they ever got there. So that's I love that because it made them kind of help break the ice for the kids. And mom wasn't so nervous about her children coming into a class and not knowing anyone.
Darla, you're an absolute ray of sunshine for all of us. Great. It's just incredible to hear those stories and the difference that you're making with the kids and with the parents. It's just an incredible thing. We really, really appreciate all that you do. One of the things that I like to do as we exit the show, by the way, do you by chance have any cards, like samples of cards you've sent that you can show us?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I've realized I should be sending myself a sample at least. So lesson learned through this for me.
No worries. Yeah, sometimes it is fun to especially cards that made such a huge impact because you'll have opportunity to be in places like you are today and be able to share those stories, and visuals are already good for that. So as we close the show today, any final words of wisdom? This is your opportunity to give us the final nuggets of wisdom from Darla. Can you share that with us as we close?
Well, I really don't know what to add to what I've already said, other than, like you said, what you send out, you get back in return. And I feel like when you send out goodness, it comes back to you in your business, no matter what your business is. When you make someone feel like they're $1,000,000, they're not going to forget that. They're going to feel so special, and they're going to want to use your business and be with you because of the way you made them feel. And when you're genuinely can do that and take the time and the opportunity to send a simple card, just a simple card, and it makes a huge difference. It really, really does. So again, like you said, what you send out will come back, and it does. Send out cards helps do that and helps build your business no matter what that business is.
Well, there you go, everybody. Darla Fonte from Sugar Land, Texas. Thank you so much for being on our show today. Those of you who brought people on the show, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook. And if anybody wants to know how Darla does all these cool things she talked about, just get back with a person that shared this show with you, and they'll help you out. So appreciate you, Darla, and look forward to having everybody back next week on another version of the Relationship Marketing Weekly. Take care now. We'll see you.
Thank you so much.